Hi, this is my latest P2 VGA demo. I've been able to view bitmap files, and that's good. I've been able to move them around and do corrections to them. Now I've added text graphics to this, being able to write characters to the screen. Over here on the right hand side we have tacos. We'll talk to tacos over the terminal, and what we're going to do is switch to VGA. So VGA, and tell it to clear the screen and plain text. There it is up on the left hand side now. Okay, let's get that focus right. That's better. Now we can do the same thing, words there again, and the same thing comes up once again on there. We can say it's a red pen and a white paper background. Do the words there again. All good. Now what we're going to do is just double check, mount the SD card, have a look on there, and we have some bitmap files that we can just call by name. For instance, we have Tiger. We've had that before. There's Tiger. Alright, we're just going to tell this to not to scroll, or just before we do that, scrolling, don't scroll. Okay, don't scroll. And we're going to tell it to open up a few files there. What were some of the other ones there? We had Dragon, which also does a vertical flip when it reads it in. Reads that one in, and that's all good. And then what about the P2D2 board itself that this is running off? There's a P2 prototype chip on the P2D2 board. In the top left hand corner over there you can see we have, let's see if we can get a ruler here. But over there we can see we've got the micro SD card up there, okay? And that of course is the photo of it. The actual board has an SD card in there. Now we're also going to open up some other ones. We're going to go back, clear the screen so we can see what's going on. We'll back to plain. Yes, we'll do that again. Face, we have a face we can put on there. Let's turn on the no scroll option while we're at it. Face, it doesn't know. Oh yes, it doesn't know no scroll. That's fine. Good. We also saw McQueen on there. Let's have a look at what McQueen is. Ah yes. What about Spidey? Oh, good old Spidey, eh? Let's do a negative of Spidey. Great. Let's pop him back again. And let's do a vertical flip on him, horizontal flip. Oh, that's a bit of fun. Vertical flip, Spidey. I'm going to put that in a little loop. Begin a loop where we say give us a negative for 30 frames, which we'll just hold it for 30 frames. And let's do a horizontal flip for 30 frames. And let's do a vertical flip for another 30 frames. And let's keep on doing that until a key is pressed, any key. Alright, so let's try that out. Great, so Spidey. Looks better that way, I think. We can do a bit of gamma correction to Spidey too. Let's make the darker parts darker. So basically what we want to do is input a couple of figures in here where we've got the command line down the bottom, as you can see. Not scrolling now, and we can come along and say, okay, we want to make it darker, so 80 parts out of 120, that's a multiply divide type ratio with a threshold. It's fairly light in the background there. I'm going to pick a value of at least 100, 110, right? And pass that through to gamma routine. Oh yes, definitely darker. Very good. What about if I want to go the other way? Well, let's read Spidey again, and let's just say 120, 80, 110. Reverse it around. It's made it even brighter in the background. So that's something that we can do. We can also go Spidey. We can also give it a negative figure. So let's say 80, 120. Make it darker for a threshold of minus 110 gamma. What's that going to do? Still going to do the same thing. Alright, I'll need to adjust that. I want that to work the other way. What else do we have there? Let's clear the screen and let's have a look at the words. Okay, up the top we can see we have VGA, the emit, all the routines to do with handling characters and control characters coming through, just like normal terminal for it. We can change colors, etc. We can go, how about we go yellow pen, and we have a cyan background or paper, in other words. There it is. Looks terrible, so we'll make that a white pen. It's a little bit better. Make it a blue paper background. That looks a lot better. Now, that line spacing, I'm just going to increase it. I just access the actual variable. Well, the actual variable itself is set to 10, so I'm going to do 12 at, I'm going to write directly to the variable here. So now we have 12 character line spacing. Very good. Let's drop that back down to 8, the minimum we really want in here. 8 at 2 plus W store, and there we go. We've got a lot more characters up here. We can do a directory, and we can do the no scroll again. Good. We have a sunset there. Clear screen. Let's try that sunset. Oh, looks good. And what's that? Eye of God. We've got to try that face again. And let's do a bit of gamma correction to this one. What we want to do is boost 120 over 70. And those dark parts, they're quite dark, so I'm going to say anything about under 50 on an 8-bit colour. That's 50 over 256 or 255 max gamma. And I'd better turn off this scroll. 120, 70. Try this again. Reapply it. Keep applying. Control X. We can see all those coming back up again. Cars. Cars. Oh, McQueen. It's Mr. McQueen, wasn't it? Lightning McQueen. There he is. Very good. And we can highlight that one too. We can go 120 over 70 for anything that's over a threshold, fairly bright already, 200. And let's do a gamma on that one. Ooh, too bright. That's good. McQueen. Back down again. Oh, that looks good. Clear the screen. And let's do a coal paper and a red pen. Ooh, red on charcoal. And green. Do a quick box demo. There we go. No scroll. And go back to a plain colour and call up Mr. Dragon. There we go. Spidey again. Looking great. All right, let's see what we're going to do next time.